Good morning. We are heading to the coffee shop to write my newsletter. I always do that at the end of the month, and I like going somewhere else to do it. And that's where we're starting this pod. I have a lot to get done in the next couple of weeks. I have a market on December 14th. It is now November 28th, and I need to throw at least 20 more pieces before then. So wish me luck. Off to the coffee shop to start the morning writing. Hello. As you saw, I set up my area and it's time to prep some clay. I don't know if I'll throw today because I was kind of at the coffee shop for a while because I ran into some friends, which was so lovely, and it was just so nice outside that I kind of didn't want to leave. Did get a good start on my newsletter. I'll probably finish that tomorrow, but for now, I figured if I at least prep everything, that will make throwing much easier this week. So I'll see you when I get on my wheel, hopefully tomorrow. Everything is thrown, and I can't believe that. I have not thrown since probably October, maybe. And yeah, I just wasn't expecting to be able to get right back into it. So grateful for that. I think I have now about 40, 42 pieces ready to get trimmed and attach handles to the ones that are getting handles, and all of that should be done and dry by Thursday, which is when I want to have the kiln go off. So I'm very pleased with my Saturday afternoon. The fact that the sun's still up and I got it done, and that I also got to sleep in. Like, yeah, I think that was my ideal little work moment, and I definitely was expecting worse or for it to take longer. And it does always help to prep the clay the day before you throw and not try and prep and then throw. It's possible to obviously do that, but I think for me, it helps to just show up at the wheel and immediately get started. And that is what I did. So, with that, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, maybe even later if some of these are dry by then, for a big trimming attachment moment. I still have some stuff I want to hand build, like magnets and charms, and obviously like the handles and feet for some of these. So it's going to be a busy next few days, but we've got this. Morale is high, energy so. It's going to get done. Happy December 1st, which is absolutely insane. I have lots of things that I want to do today, have to do today, and I've got my list here. It's obviously a new month, so I want to make sure all of my finances for last month are set. I also have this like art gallery submission I need to make for a small exhibit featuring like 40 ceramic artists. I would basically be commissioned to make a plate and with like a whole theme, and then they'll all be like auctioned off, and there'll be like a main event where all of these plates are displayed. So I need to write an artist bio and a statement, and that stresses me out, but I'm gonna figure that out today. I also need to get like some office supplies. I need like another external hard drive and silly tech things like that that are necessary, but I don't really think about very often. And I also have a photo gig tomorrow, which is not something I normally have. I definitely still have a photo business. I just don't really advertise for it. If people reach out and I'm like, this sounds like something I want to do, then I'll do it. Otherwise, it's just there. And I want to do this one. It's just a regular client. They honestly just like open up restaurants regularly throughout town, and I go and shoot their opening event. So it's very straightforward. I have to deliver the pictures the same day. So it's honestly like the perfect gig. And I just need to make sure my camera is charged. I have extra memory cards, my flash, all those things. And then I think that's it. That's a lie. I have to trim all that stuff that I made. I trimmed half last night before I met up with a friend, and today I will be attaching everything and trimming stuff. Hopefully. At least the trimming has to get done. Ideally, I would finish it all today because I have work the next like 3 days. So fingers crossed I can make it happen. But other than that, things are great. I feel a little chaotic. I feel like a lot of things are happening all at once, and I'm just gonna make it work. And that's just how it goes sometimes. But at least I got a full night's rest, and I got to drink my matcha out of this cute cup my friend made me. Okay, going to get to it. I'll see you at my wheel for some trimming. Good evening. It is now 5 o'clock. That was a really long day. I was able to trim and handle all of the mugs and everything. I just need to attach some feet for like my little footed fancy cups, um, and finish. I'm making some smaller versions of my little drawer, and I need to assemble the actual drawer part and attach the feet to the body of the drawer. And that didn't get done today. So that's going to happen tomorrow, hopefully. Actually, just like definitely. I think I just spent so much time trying to write an artist statement and bio to submit for this ceramic gallery project. And I think I've done it, but it just took me so long to figure out how to condense my creative practice into not two sentences, into like 200 words, which sounds easy, but it wasn't. And I think that just like stole a lot of my morning. So I didn't really get started until like after I ate lunch around like 1 or 2. So the past few hours have been just zoning in at the wheel, and I'm so sleepy now. So I'm going to go make some dinner and then kind of chill for a little bit. If anything, I will break all of my rules and assemble some of the bases for the fancy cups tonight and then just attach them to the actual tumbler tomorrow, because that's pretty straightforward and shouldn't take me too terribly long. And then that way they can harden up enough to where they'll be sturdy to hold the tumbler. Just because I want everything to dry appropriately before I load them in the kiln, probably on Wednesday. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm feeling exhausted, but I know on the other side of this exhaustion, I will be very happy and pleased that I made stuff that I'm excited about and didn't just settle with keeping what I had and trying to make do. I want my last market to feel full and like I gave it my all. Uh, and I feel like I am giving it my all right now. Whereas if I just would have kind of not and done fine with the like 30 pieces I have, I could have done that. But I want a really full, exciting booth. So with that comes a little bit of sacrifice and a little bit of working in ways that I don't normally do or don't normally enjoy doing, like working after the sun sets. But some seasons call for that, and this one is one of those seasons. So thank you for watching thus far. I am calling it a night for now. We'll see what I do later. Ooh. I just got back from that photo shoot. It's almost 11. I have a hodgepodge lunch that I'm about to make myself. And then it is time to either edit those photos because it's like a rush turnaround. So I have to finish some, I don't know, like 25 edits by the end of the day. So do I start with that or do I go into pottery mode and start attaching things and save that for later? We'll see how I feel after I have finished eating. But those are my 2 tasks. I also need to get the 5 photos together to send with my submission for the gallery. And I think those are the three things that I have to accomplish today. Preferably all by 5, because I have a work dinner later and I want some downtime before I have to go socialize with all my coworker buddies. So, eat, and then who knows? I'm obviously very hungry. It is so rainy outside. I'm full sweatpants, cozy town, and do I just want to sit on the couch and do nothing today? Absolutely. But that's not the day ahead of me. Thankfully, I get to be inside now. It was raining towards the end of that shoot, so I'm glad that now I'm home. Still got nowhere to be. Major perk of working from home. Okay, let's lunch. I sent my email to the gallery. I worry that maybe my photos aren't fancy enough. I just like took some honestly on the kitchen floor in here just before my last market, and the light was just so good and the colors of everything was just popping. So that's what I went with. They probably won't like that part, but it showcases all of my best stuff and in really good light. So that's what I'm going with. I'm gonna make myself a little drink, finish my tomatoes, and then I've decided to edit first, play with clay later, and I'm gonna load the kiln tomorrow. So things are moving and grooving. Let's make some matcha. Good evening. As you can see, I did make a lot of progress. Everything that I threw is now complete, even with a few silly add-ons like my two little drawers and this little shelf I made with two little feet. It looks like a little Pixar character, which apparently is my new obsession. Um, yeah, I think playing around with those two at the end after like finishing all the things that I like definitely wanted to make to sell. Maybe I'll sell my drawers. I don't know. I just love them so much. So I've kept the first two that I've made, and now I think it will be very hard to give those away, but very pleased with that. Going to let them dry tonight. Half of them are dry. Those half will dry tonight and most of tomorrow. And then I'm just going to put them in the kiln and give it a slow preheat so that they can finish drying, even though it's much nicer when they're dried already when you put them in there. But that's what a preheat is for. Gonna utilize it because I need to get them in there and unload it on Friday. Feel really good about that. Honestly, I might just end this here because tomorrow I'll load it up. I'll definitely get that, but that's gonna be it for right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time for some glazing, firing, and my next big market. The last one of the season. Okay, I'm off to a holiday party. I wish you well. Bye.